everyone you know. The wait is over. 98.5 Speed FM.
Catch us if you can.
Showing you wrong from right. I'll let you guide me. Just stay beside me. Oh, nobody wants to go it alone, and I just wanna stay here with you. You are a rainbow, so I am lucky. I am lucky. You are my favorite song. I am lucky. 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 The seasons change, but you're the same. Your love is constant. You've never lost it. Your voice is calling out my name. It makes me miss you, even when I'm with you. Oh, nobody wants to go it alone, and I just wanna stay here with you. You are a rainbow, so I am lucky. I am lucky. You are my favorite song. I am lucky. I am lucky. I am lucky.
A speedy welcome to the show for everyone. This is Speedy Talk on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM, and I am with you on the show today. My name is Marysyntia Hangeior, and Speedy Talk is a program for the youth where we talk about things that concern and affect the youth. Now, today we are talking about something that affects us all, and that is following the crowd. Some people say, well, following the crowd is actually okay because so many people cannot be wrong, and joining the group can feel safe or comfortable. And others want that following the crowd can pressure you into, making choices that aren't right for you, make you spend unnecessarily, or even take you away from your own values. Now, it's not just things. Adults fall into it as well. Whether it's lifestyle, celebrations, or financial choices, the crowd can influence decisions more than we realize. So today, let's know what you think about following the crowd. Is following the crowd safe, or can it be dangerous, or is it both? What do you think? Like some people would say, well, following the crowd, it's actually the best way to go because so many people cannot be wrong, and if so many people are on one side, then it means that side is the safe side. And then other people will be like, because so many people are on one side doesn't mean that is the good side. So what do you think? Is following the crowd safe, or can it be dangerous? What do you think? And is that something that we see so many people just doing today? You also can call in to be part of this conversation, and the number for you to call is 0808 427 5464. That is 0808 427 5464. What do you think about following the crowd? Do you think following the crowd is safe, or is it dangerous? And you personally, like, which side do you fall on? Do you just have that instinct and think like, well, if so many people are doing something, then it means that they are right, or that thing is the right thing to do, like that way is the right to go. Is that how you view it? Or do you feel like sometimes the crowd, can actually be wrong? It can come down to things like, maybe you see a lot of people going into a different style of wedding, maybe different trends on social media, this and that, and you that is not following. People always tell you like you're still living back in the days, and you're still living local, you're still this, you're still that, and we are just supposed to move. People would say you're supposed to grow as time goes on. Hello. And if you're not following the crowd, then it just feels like, well, you're not doing it right. But is the crowd always right? Like, because there are so many people doing something, then does that mean that that thing is right? Or is it something that maybe it would be better for everyone to actually look at things by themselves and actually take their own decisions? Well, we are asking you today, what do you think about following the crowd? Is it safe, or can it be dangerous, or is it both? Number for you to call is 0808 427 5464. That is 0808 427 5464. Call in and let us know what you think about following the crowd. Just doing everything that everyone else is doing. Do you feel like that is right? That is the safe space to be? And like, well, if so many people are doing something, then it means that the thing is not wrong. And also, you as a person, like, do you feel left behind? Hello.
Yeah, good day.
Yes, good afternoon.
Yeah, I'm Noel Peter from Gado Villa.
All right, welcome to the show, Noel Peter. So what do you think about following the crowd?
Following the crowd it has nothing good to offer to the society.
Okay.
Yes, some people may say that following the crowd is advantageous, but it's not.
Okay.
And it's just like people wearing earrings. Boys wearing earrings. It's not a good thing in the society. It's not. It has become a norm, but it's not good.
Okay.
And then you see girls being crazy about teenage girls even having boyfriends.
Okay.
On the age girls having boyfriends, and they think it's the norm to have a boyfriend these days. Things like that. Yeah. So it's not good. Following the crowd is not good at all.
Okay, you think it's dangerous, right?
Yeah. You see girls just being happy about everything. Okay, look at the one of wearing bomb shorts. It's become a norm. Like in Gado, like here, you come every girl wants to wear bomb shorts.
Okay.
Yeah, girls going without bra.
Okay.
Yeah, so boys can see their nipples.
Okay.
It's not good.
Thank you so much for calling in to be part of the show. I think we already we got your message, and we got so many examples that you're trying to lay out there. He thinks that following the crowd is not okay. I mean, because so many people are doing something, then it doesn't mean that thing is right, and it can even be 99 out of 100%, and that thing cannot be right. Or what do you think? Hello.
Hello.
Yes, good afternoon. Okay, maybe we position and then call us back, because we cannot hear you. But then if you look actually at our society today, if you look at our places, it's more like you that is not doing something. You that is not following everyone to, let's use the examples that Noel used, you that is not wearing those bomb shorts, or you that is not dressing the kind of dressing that he considers, unacceptable. And we're just using that as an example, because there are some people that will not find a problem with that. You that is not doing what the crowd is doing, or what is trending and all of that, they'll say you're living back in the days, you're still living behind, and you find it difficult to even get accepted in some places. And they'll be like, when you're still dressing like this, you want to work in this place. When you're still like this, you want to be here. Don't you see now that this is what everyone is doing? This is what everyone is doing these days. This is the trend, and you're still living back then. Or don't you see that everyone is throwing this kind of wedding now, and this is the new thing to maybe go and wed in another city, or that's just an example for to make us understand what we are looking at. So, well, if you have just joined us, this is Speedy Talk on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. And this afternoon on the show, we are talking about following the crowd. Call in and share with us what you think about following the crowd. Do you think that following the crowd is safe? Like, because there are so many people there, do you think it is safe, or do you think it can be dangerous? Number for you to call is 0808 427 5464. That is 0808 427 5464. Call in and let us know what you think about following the crowd. Is that something you do? Is that something you agree with? Hello.
Hello.
Yes, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yeah, tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Your name is Janice, calling from North Bank.
All right, welcome to the show. So what do you think about following the crowd?
For me, I don't like following the crowd because it leads you to danger. I just like doing my things on my own. I don't like the crowd at all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And so do you think that's apart from you, like your own self, do you think that people outside, do you think that is dangerous in general?
Yes, it's dangerous because as you are following the crowd, you follow them, do what the crowd are doing. So it's not safe.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you so much for calling in to be part of the show. He thinks, and he also says for him personally, like he doesn't follow the crowd because it's dangerous. Now, but we are actually seeing the opposite of what we have heard from callers so far in society these days. It's more like everyone wants to be on that side that the crowd is, or what is trending, or where everyone is facing. Everyone just wants to be on that side. So, like, is it safe? Is that a safe place to be, maybe for even your own mental health? Because sometimes if you don't even follow the crowd, like people are like, which age are you living in, or which kind of lifestyle are you? Who would accept you when you're still doing things from back, or back then in the beginning of the world? People can exaggerate a lot and all of that. So it's more like there's pressure on people to actually go there. So what's even safer? What's safer? Is following the crowd, like, is it safe or is it dangerous? How do you look at it? Because we find a lot of people leaning there these days, and if we don't ask the question and people finish leaning to following the crowd and following the trends and all of that, then if it's dangerous, then it will have a hold on so many people. So what do you think? If you have just joined us, this is Speedy Talk on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM, and today on the show we are talking about following the crowd. What do you think about following the crowd? Is it safe or is it dangerous? Some people say, well, so many people cannot be wrong. Like, if so many people are doing something, that means that thing cannot be wrong. That means that is the way to go and it is safe. And other people feel like even if so many people, 1 million people, 1,000, people are doing something, it doesn't mean that thing is right or it's safe, and it can be dangerous. So what do you think? Is following the crowd safe or dangerous? Because there are some things that even actually come out, maybe some trends that will actually start, and at first thought you'll be like, which kind of trend is this? Or maybe let's use that bomb shot that he mentioned the first time. Maybe for the first time that someone wore a bomb shot, maybe someone looked at it and was like, what's even this one? How can someone wear something like this? And mind you, we are not attacking like bomb shots particularly or directly. We are just using it as an example. Hello. Yes, hello. Yes, good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Yeah, tell us your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Sham Otane. I'm from back on International Market.
All right, welcome to the show, Sham.
Follow the crowd is not it's not a good thing.
Okay.
It's better to cut close by your side. It will help you pass. It will help you pass. Thank you.
Oh, okay. So is there any danger that you see with following the crowd? Oh, okay. We lost that already. But let's hear from you guys too. Like, what are the dangers that you see with this following the crowd thing? You know, with following the crowd and just following people to do what they do as well. What are the dangers that you see in that? So you feel like many people have closed their eyes to and they are not actually paying attention to. And if we don't take care, you know, it might become something that will just get out of hand, and before you know it, we are all in doom. So what do you think? Some people say, well, so many people cannot be wrong and it is right to follow the crowd. If that is what the crowd is doing, then it means that is the safe way to go, because well, no one wants to be in danger. So if they are doing it, it means it's safe. And other people believe that, well, because so many people are doing something, it doesn't mean that that thing is okay. But people still judge others for not following the crowd. So what do we do? Where do we stand? Hello?
Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Edward, usual caller.
Oh, okay. Could you please speak up louder? We can barely hear you.
I am Edward Peter.
Okay, Agbe teacher.
From College of Risk Science.
All right, let's hear you. What do you think about following the crowd?
See, we have some members in our church, NKSC. They went to Dunamis, where they are speaking in tongues. When I asked them the meaning, what are they actually saying? They say that language is only God can know.
Okay.
That is dangerous also. And they claim that language isn't the Satan cannot understand it. I say you and Satan, who is the first?
Okay.
Language.
Agbe teacher.
We not hear. You are talking, that is dangerous.
Okay.
So following.
Maybe reposition and then call us back again, because your voice is really low, and maybe reposition, you know, and then move closer to your phone so we can actually hear you. But what he was saying was really interesting. I like what he started saying. He's giving a literal example, and this is not pointing hands at any particular group or anything. It's just an example. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, good afternoon.
This is Joseph calling from Akodon.
All right, welcome to the show, Joseph.
Following the crowd is always very dangerous.
Okay.
It is good. It is good to follow what is right. Okay. So whenever whatever people are doing, you jump into conclusion, because multitude are going there. You follow them. You need to think, especially in this life. One need to know what is right. First of all, you know what is right. Right? When you do anything, you shouldn't follow the multitude. Even the Bible said it.
Okay.
Do not follow multitude to perish. Most of the time, whenever multitude, people follow multitude because they feel that thing is something that is training. They just like following such way. But the first thing, what you're supposed to come to your mind is it right? So you need to check yourself before you follow. That's my position.
Oh, all right. Thank you so much for calling in to be part of the show. We heard him, and he is saying even the Bible says you should not follow the multitude to perish. And the first thing, if you're trying to make a decision, the first thing that you should do is ask yourself, is this thing right? It's not just whether so many people are doing this thing. Is it right or not? That is what you should use to actually know if you should do something or not. Not just because so many people are doing it, or you just found someone that is doing something, and then next thing you're like, okay, that's the reigning thing, that's the trendy thing, and then you're going to use it. But then if you come to reality, let's be realistic. If someone is not following the crowd, the same people now, let's not talk about people who have called in to say but the same society will judge you and say, well, you're not doing what is, you're not following trends, or you're still living in way back, and you're doing things old school style, and you're supposed to grow up with how the world is growing. And one can be caught in, like, is following the crowd actually dangerous, or is it safe? If you have just joined us, this is SPEEDy Talk on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM, And this afternoon on the show, we are talking about following the crowd. What do you think about following the crowd? Is it safe or is it dangerous? Do you have maybe examples, or do you have maybe experiences of when you or someone followed the crowd and then it led to, something that you would regret, or did it help you? Sometimes let's also be realistic, because sometimes you follow the crowd and then you end up getting saved too. So now we don't even know which one is actually safe or which one is dangerous. And well, one we might think that, okay, following the crowd is what's dangerous. So sometimes if you don't follow the crowd, the same society would still judge you and be like, you're not doing what is right, and it's just you on that side. So call in and let us know what you think about following the crowd. Number for you to call is 0808 427 5464. That is 0808 427 5464. What do you think about following the crowd? Do you think it's dangerous, or do you think that is the way to go? And some people would say that is the way to survive. If you're following the crowd, then it's the way to survive. And we have heard from callers here, and so far everyone is saying, well, following the crowd is bad and you should actually think about what is right first. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
I'm calling from back of Central Market.
Okay, and what's your name?
My name is Moses.
Moses, could you speak up louder?
I'm feeling cough.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Maybe just manage and so we can hear you too. Go on.
You see, following the crowd, there is so many things that involve inside. It's not everybody that says this is what people are doing, let me do it. Because at times, some people go to crowds and find one or two things, like maybe fight, involved in so many things that maybe when something happens to you, they'll be complaining that what took you to that place.
Okay.
It's not that it's not bad, but when you're doing something, you have to check advantage and disadvantage. That is my thought. It's not everybody that say, oh, maybe those people that are judging you, are they God? They're not God.
Okay.
So that is it.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much for calling in to be part of the show. Now, we heard him, and he is saying it's not like you can completely say following the crowd is bad. You just have to think about it, like that thing where the crowd is facing. Is it right? Is that place right? The first thing you should actually consider is whether that place is the right place to be or not. Because sometimes maybe if you don't follow the crowd and you end up in a situation that is maybe cost you something, people will be asking you like, what took you to that place and how come did you end up, didn't you see everyone else coming this way? And sometimes when you follow the crowd, even the people that are left behind will start asking you if something happens wrong there. You still come back and meet that judgment like, and you wanted to follow the crowd and you actually went ahead. Or do you guys think maybe it has to do with what kind of situation, or depends on what is in your front? Maybe when it comes to something that you feel like it's dangerous there, some people actually do know that something is dangerous, but because the crowd is there and they just feel like, well, so many people cannot be wrong, so many people cannot want to let's use something like, so many people cannot want to end their lives, like even if you know that something is dangerous, and you'll be like, how can all this number of people want to end their lives? So that place is definitely the right place to go. So tell us what you think about following the crowd. It's Speedy Talk on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM, and I am with you on the show. My name is Marysyntia Hangeior, and this afternoon, well, we are talking about following the crowd. What do you think about following the crowd? Is it dangerous, or is that the safe way to go? Or do you think following the crowd, maybe you're by not following the crowd, you're missing out on something, or you're living old lifestyle and then you're not growing. You know how it is, all those words, hurtful words actually, that will come with you refusing to follow the crowd. So is following the crowd dangerous, or is it safe? Or what do you just think about following the crowd in general? Number for you to call is 0808 427 5464. That is 0808 427 5464. Call in and let us know what you think about following the crowd. Is it dangerous, or do you think it's safe? And also, do you have any experiences that you would love to share about one time maybe you followed the crowd and then it led you to a good place or a bad place? Because as someone mentioned, having advantages and disadvantages, and to be honest, sometimes most people who follow the crowd don't consider whether it's of advantage to them or a disadvantage to them. All they know is, well, this is where so many people are going to, and that must be the right place to go. And one other thing we forget is that what might work for, even if it works for 99% of people, you that is in that 1%, it might not work for you. That's also another thing that people forget about. And other people will still defend that and say, as long as it works for that, or as long as it's not ending that person's life, then it will not end my, as long as it's not finishing that person, it will not finish me, and I would be just fine. And so what do you think? It becomes pressure on people to actually, just do what other people are doing to fit in. And if you talk about reasons why people follow the crowd, to fit in, to get accepted, and, to not be called old-fashioned and all of that. So what do you think? Is following the crowd safe or not? Number for you to call is 0808 427 5464. That is 0808 427 5464. What do you think about following the crowd? Just imagine, I keep using this example of a wedding because maybe there could be a particular way that people were wedding before. Hello. Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Yeah, tell us your name and where you're calling from.
I'm calling you from Makodi.
Okay. And what is your name?
My name is Mr. James.
Okay, welcome to the show, Mr. James. So what do you think about following the crowd?
Following the crowd is no good.
Oh, okay. I guess he made one point and then he went away. He said following the crowd is not good. Okay, so, we are coming to the end of the show, and so far we have heard from different callers, and no one has said following the crowd is good. Hello? Okay, you can reposition and then call us back again. Everyone is saying following the crowd is not okay, but if you come to reality, honestly, if you come outside, outside off air, off a radio, and you're left with facing society, you know how it is, then it's more like people would even judge you. Who still does that? You hear statements like, who still does this? Who still does this one? How can you remain in that place? Didn't you see everyone going to this place? How do you expect people to accept you when you don't dress like this, when you don't dress like that? Hello?
Good afternoon.
Yes, hello, good afternoon.
I am actually
Okay, your voice is still very low, and I think that is network.
Maybe it's network.
Okay, maybe try talking with, the volume that you used earlier. Maybe we could hear you like that.
Are you hearing now?
Barely. I feel so bad that is not coming up, because I really like the example that he wanted to give, and he was telling, it sounded like it was going to be interesting. He was trying to tell us about someone who left a church and then joined another church, and he gave reasons like that is the one that worked, and he was questioning the person like, how do you know the meaning of what you are doing? Because truly some people don't even know the meaning of something, but because they see so many people standing there, then they go for it as well. So, at the end of the day, following the crowd isn't always bad, to be honest, but it can be risky if you stop thinking for yourself. No matter what you are going to do, no matter what decision you want to take, make sure you're thinking in the right direction. You're thinking for yourself. What will be good to you, for you, not what will be good for everyone. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, tell us your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Lawrence. I'm calling from North Bank, Market.
All right, welcome to the show, Lawrence. So what do you think about following the crowd?
Following the crowd, to me, is very, very wrong.
Okay.
But me, personally, I'm a Christian.
Mm.
And if you look at what the Bible said, when Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, right, other land, and they have a law there that everybody in that crowd have to worship an image of the king. And this four Israelites refuse because they know God that they worship. They say over their dead body they cannot worship like the other crowd.
Okay.
And at the end, we discover that the four of them were on the right path, while the most are worshiping just an image.
Okay.
If you have anything to do in life, sit down first, think about the way forward. If your mind go ahead and do it, that means that your God is with you, and whatever you do at that point in time will be good.
Wow.
That is my.
All right. Thank you so much for calling in to share that with us. We heard him and he gave a beautiful example from the story of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. And well, sometimes the crowd is not always right. And you just have to think for yourself what is actually right, not just where is everyone standing. And it can get really difficult when you're the only person that is standing for the truth. Imagine it was a matter of truth and a lie, and no one is supporting you, in that place you're standing. Maybe you're standing for the truth and you look around, it's just you standing there. It can get difficult. And well, like I said, at the end of the day, following the crowd isn't always bad, but it can be risky if you stop thinking for yourself and you're just letting other people, the first person to do the thinking, and then you just follow blindly. So one last call before we go. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon.
Yeah, tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yes, my name is Tavishuma. I'm calling from Railway Quarters.
All right, welcome to the show, Tavishuma. So what do you think about following the crowd?
Yeah, it depends what is going on. If something is going on is actually the right thing, then you can, do it with people. If it is actually what is not right, in that situation, you are not to follow the crowd.
Okay.
For instance, if you know that people are wearing some clothes, they are not good. As a young man, you decide to follow them and do the same thing. No way that is not right for you as a young man to do it. In that case, you are following a crowd in the wrong way. But if actually young people are dressing, corporately, you are doing it the same way some of your fellow young men do it. It means you are following crowd the right way.
Okay.
So it actually depends. If it is actually in a good way, then you are doing the right thing.
Okay.
But if in the wrong way, it means you are following a crowd for nothing. That is how it is. So it depends. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Tavishuma, for calling in to be part of the show. Well, we heard him and he says it depends. If it's the right thing that the crowd is doing, well, you know that if you're going towards that side, then you're not wrong. But if it's the wrong thing that the crowd is doing, and you know so well that this thing is wrong and it's not okay, then you don't just have to lean towards that direction, just to be among. There is this thing of feel among, especially among young people. They know the language because it's popular among them. Feel among. I want to do what everyone is doing. And then if you're left alone on the other side, not following the crowd, people even call you names over sabi, this and that. You know how it is. So, well, at the end of the day, think for yourself and not just allow someone else's brain just think that this is what is right and then if the person says you don't think anything, if the person says that is the way to go, then you just follow that way as well. There is comfort in numbers. Actually, comfort in numbers is okay, but your decisions must reflect your values, not just what everyone else is doing. And at this point, we have come to the end of the show. And also, well, do not go anywhere, because coming up next at 3:55 p.m, if today is your birthday, then Speedy Kids are going to be wishing you a happy birthday. And also after that at 4 p.m, the Speed Lane comes on. You have been listening to Speedy Talk on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM, and being your host, my name is Marysyntia Hangeior. And as you go about the rest of your day, don't forget to remember to reflect on your choices, lead your life, and just don't just follow the crowd. Keep your dial locked on 98.5 Speed FM and keep enjoying music of your life.
You get business, you get organization. Abi you want me to hear you for radio? Oh yeah, now make yourself